What's up, everyone? It is your girl Gel Beauty 87 here, aka Grace, and today we're gonna get into some Viseart. So they had their Black Friday sale that started, and they actually got these to me pretty quick. So they think they started it like a week early, so I ended up buying it like the beginning of the week, and it came today. So I was like, we can film with these today, and you all will see this video come Monday. I'm trying to have all new content all week long, whether it's a new like episode of a series I started, or if it's just like a new product. So I'm trying to have a week of new stuff as opposed to give y'all some of the older stuff, even though I feel like you are appreciating the older stuff, especially because the way the prices is going, and like, you know, it being the holidays, you pull out and use what you have to get that same exciting feeling of the new thing that so you can still afford to buy Christmas gifts for other people. So that's why I'm trying to make sure all new stuff like ideas and things like that go out this week, so you can get an idea of what they look like versus other things and things of that nature. So I have the London, the San Francisco, and then the Violetta. So to me, I was like, is this a smaller version of the Violet palette? So I'm going to show it alongside the Violet palette, but I feel like it is not. Just to be clear, like it seems like a cooler, grungier version of the Violet palette. I'll take a little plastic thing off. And it has a sequin shade, unfortunately, so not even anything like, well, I think it's a sequin, no, it's not a sequin shade, but I'm like, I feel like they're doing that color pop thing where they give you sequin shades. At least they're not giving pressed glitters, because if like they was giving pressed glitters, I'd be done, because I'm like, it's 4 things in here that pressed glitter. Like, but see what I'm saying? Like, they don't look the same at all, I guess. So I'm confused why they call this one Violetta and this one's Violet, if you know. But it's like, I don't speak French, so it could be like having something to do with French, and that's why they did it that way. I don't know, but this was the one I wanted out of all 3 they had. As y'all know, they all come with like 3 of these, and then they have like interesting color stories, or like somewhat interesting enough color stories for me to buy them. So I bought that one. We're gonna go into London next. So it's just a nice little purple palette. I love the packaging on these. Like, look how gorgeous that is. I like that they started putting more detail into the smaller ones. So here's what it looks like on the inside. It's just a simple, boring purple palette. I feel like this is like the Petite Pro mini one, the first one that they came out with, and they just changed the color story of it a little bit. Of course, we have this one shade I can't use. They always manage to find a way to sneak them in here. So I'm going to compare this one to the Violet palette as well, just because, you know, it's supposed to be their pop purple palette, if you will. So here it is alongside the Violet palette. I feel like this is a more warm tone, a toned down version of the Violet, because obviously the Violet palette is all purple, but that's what it looks like. I have a couple more palettes to show to you, but all my palettes are usually all purple. I don't usually go for like this pop of purple situation, so I didn't have many to show you, but I was like, I'll go ahead and show you what I got, girl. So I have the Amethyst Obsessions from Huda Beauty alongside this palette. I feel like this would be a good extension to this one. So here's what they both look like side by side. So if you wanted more purples to add to the look with some of the shades in here, I feel like you could, because there's only that one purple shimmer, whereas we have 3 purple shimmers in here. So if you just wanted a purple shimmer to add to the look as opposed to just using this, I feel it'd be a good idea for that. And then I have the Air palette from the Mented Cosmetics Bad Zodiac Sign collection. Now please remember, mine is broken, so I'm gonna keep the plastic on it so the shade doesn't fall out. They had ran out of stock of these when I had initially got it, because it sold out at Sephora, so I couldn't exchange it for another one. But I feel like this one is a little bit closer to this one when it comes to tones, at least, because the tones in here are more muted with like a pop of purple, like in this palette. So I could see a, like, you know, main chick, side chick situation going on with this one. So I love doing videos like this, because like I told y'all, I always find some other thing that's similar or close enough to where I can make another video concept. And I got almost a box full of main chick, side chick stuff. So I'm like, you know, or my side chick makeup stuff. So I'm like, this will go in that box now. And then I'll be able to film that someday this week, thanks to filming this video. So that's the London one. The last one we have to look at San Francisco. And when I saw it, I immediately thought of the Mini Metropolis palette. That's just the vibes it gave me. Wait, sorry, this isn't the last one to show. This is the last one I'm showing with comparisons. I still need to show comparisons of the first one I showed you. So again, look at the packaging, how gorgeous it is. And then doesn't the inside of the palette to you just scream like Metropolis? Because I just thought of Metropolis when I saw this. So of course I have to show y'all my Mini Metropolis up against this. And this is definitely to me another main chick, side chick thing. Because look at this. Like, their orange is just deeper. But literally everything else in here to me looks exactly the same. So I'm just like, I want to know, if you live in California, do you feel like these are colors that, you know, they wear in San Francisco, California, and they represent your, like, state? Because I know when BH Cosmetics came through and disrespected Dr. Ash and I with that color store they came up with for chilling in Chicago, Ashley and I went in. We was on all in that comment section, like, Chicago don't look nothing like this. What are you doing? To the point that they had to change it. And that's why they changed it to the other place they changed it to. Because Chicago was not playing with them. Like, so let me know. Are y'all Californians upset about this palette looking like this? And it don't think it looks similar to, you know, what you feel San Francisco embodies. I've never been to California yet. I don't know. You think I would because my brother lives there? I have not. I have not. So eventually I plan on going. So I just want to know, do you feel like these colors embody it? But the last one I have is the Olori palette from Juvia's Place. To me, this is just like a fun version of this palette. Or this to me is just a could be an extension or a palette you would add on to do a palette mashup with, because I feel like the colors in here are really fun and vibrant, and the ones in here are kind of muted. So if you want the orange to be more bright, like you use that one on the bottom, or if you want to pull in a mustard, since this one doesn't have it, you can use that. And then the shimmers in here are going to be more metallic and shifting and fun. So I definitely feel like this is a good pairing one. So it's like if you went out in the daytime and you wore this palette, then you want to have some fun color at night, you could add a couple of these shades to it and make you a nice fun colorful look. So let me know down below if you all, you know, agree or not about the color story of this being to San Francisco. Because like I said, I haven't been, so I don't know. I got another side chick situation. So let me put this down here. Yeah, I can definitely film that video now, because I did a video earlier with some other stuff that I found some side chick stuff for, so I got enough to make a side chick video. That's probably gonna be super behind, because I'm behind by like 3 side chick videos, but a whole bunch of new stuff kept coming out, so I didn't have a chance to show y'all. I'm so sorry. Like, I figured you got to see the new stuff, and then when it snows outside and it's really bad and I feel like driving out here, you can see those things I did as far as the side chick goes, so then that way you'll still have content, because I'm a person who likes to stay consistent with what they do, so you know it's gonna be content. Lavendy up against this one. As you can see, they're not similar at all, even though they both are supposed to be purple toned, if you will. So I don't know what's going on, but I feel like this will actually be a good cool palette mashup, because it's like I feel like this shifting shade up here would look really cool with the mattes in here. And plus I feel like the I'm not going to want to use the sequin shade as a dust and over shade, so I might have to pull from another palette. Since these are magnetic and you can take them out, I might pull from another palette and take something out of here, because I do have one more palette from this brand that I use just as a puller palette to pull all the stuff out that I didn't like to put in other palettes to make the color stories more to my liking, because y'all know I'll do that in a minute. Let the color story not be what I think it should be. I will make it what I think it should be. Next I have Mother's Interstellar Icon. If y'all remember, she came out 2 years in a row with 2 palettes that look really similar to this, so I wanted to show them in comparison. So if y'all want a main chick, side chick on either one of them, tell me which one down below. This is the Interstellar Icon going up against this palette. I feel like they looked pretty similar in my personal opinion, but that's why I hold it here so long, so you can pause and see for yourself. So that's the first one. And then we have the Deep Space Divinity, and this is what it looks like alongside it. I feel like because this had 2 bronzes, it wasn't as similar as the first one. I feel like the first one gives more of a similar vibe, but I feel like this could be a good companion palette too, because again it has like a brighter red, and I don't want to use the sequin shade. I really just don't. So I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna do a transition with this look, because it's like I'm not feeling it. So I'm gonna do the London and the San Francisco on each eye on camera, and then I'll come back with the last one, the little petite one that's actually part of the holiday collection, and do that one do one eye off camera, do it on camera with you, just because like that's the one I'm most excited about. But I figured since I showed you all 3, I should do a look with all 3 on camera. So that's what we're gonna do, girl. But yeah, let me go off camera and get my life in order real quick and keep like, if you're curious what's on my eyes, this video should be coming to you this week as part of the new content along with the video I'm filming now. But this is why you don't need the Give Me Glow Haunted Pumpkin palette, because as you can see, I feel like the colors that I have on my eyes now are really similar to that. So that video will go up before this one, so I'll try to remember to link it up. No, sorry, this video will go up before that one, so just stay tuned to my channel, because it should be going up this week. I already uploaded all those when I went home the first go round to go pick this up. This is actually my second go round coming back, so I must like y'all or something, because gas is high. I mean, by my house it's only $3.46 a gallon, which I think is good, because around my grandmother's house here when I came back it was $4, and I was like, the audacity But anyway, I'm gonna go off camera, like I said, take this off, and then I will come back and with some eye primer on, and we'll do the London and San Francisco palette. So I'll be right back. Okay, girl. Okay. Oh, also, finally, by my lips, I have on another one of the Gwen Stefani lipsticks. I gave y'all a look of one in the Sephora haul part 2, because that's when I ordered all those. So the shade I have on now is Camel. I actually gave one to one of my friends along with a lip gloss, just because I was like, you know, they had screwed up my order, and for once they actually let me keep it instead of making me return it. Because remember, I told y'all in the videos, like, Sephora always makes me return the stuff even though it's their fault and they're the ones screwed up. This time they didn't make me return it, so they let me have it, and I just gave it along to a friend who's a makeup artist, because I figured he wants to try new formulas and stuff like that. So I gave it to him. I thought it was, you know, cool. Anyway, I'll be right back. And so here we are with the eye look. Me being me, of course, I had to change my mind. So I decided I was going to do the London one, sorry, the California one on its, the San Francisco one on its own. And we can put the London one with the Violetta palette, because I want to use the matte purple in here and perhaps use that shimmer on the lid, and then be able to use this fun shimmer in the inner corner, and then this shade. So I decided we're going to put both these together and do that eye look last, and we're going to do the London of the San Francisco one on camera. So y'all know me, I didn't use too much of anything. I got to put this in the inner corner when we do the end part, but I just used this shade right here, this shade right here, and this shade right here along with the brown. So I used these three, zigzagged over here, and then we're going to zigzag down here for the inner corner. But yeah, I tried to keep it simple because, you know, I mean, I kind of didn't have a choice. There wasn't much else to do. So I'm going to start off with the shade that I dusted in the crease to make all of this look nice. And I used the Kaleidos eyeshadow primer. I know when y'all asked me in the past what I used as eyeshadow primer. So this is the Kaleidos one. This time I try to vary and use different ones each time. But for the majority of the time I use the icing one from Glam Light, the white base. Or when I'm at home I use the Color Rain white base. I always try to use a white base so all the colors will pop. But since, I mean, these are kind of neutrally-esque colors or in deeper colors, I didn't feel the need to use, like, my white base. I try to use those when they're, like, I'm using bright neon colors, like, you know, pigments, stuff like that. Or pressed pigments, I should say. So as you can see, this blends into my skin tone pretty well. I feel like if you didn't know on this side that I had put it on, if you didn't see me put it on, you wouldn't know I put anything there. You just thought, you know, it blended into my skin nicely, so I'm liking that. I'm going to take the dark brown. I decided to change up the way I was going to do this look too, because I was really just going to use the turquoise on the outer V and just put the green all over the lid. I mean, put the orange all over the lid. But I decided I wanted to see how deep the brown in here ran, because just because it looked deep in the pan didn't mean it's necessarily going to look deep on some of my skin tone. And I figured that'd be important to the people of my skin tone to see what it looked like. I haven't really seen anybody review these palettes, which I'm kind of shocked about and confused, because I'm like, people used to be on Viseart. Like last year people were on it. I feel like the year before that people were on it, so it's like, I don't know what happened to Viseart train. Like, I feel like from 2019, 2021, whenever these little palettes came out, people were reviewing them. And I feel like I didn't really see anybody. I just saw Morgan Turner do it, like, I think last week, and that was because they finally sent it to her in PR or whatever. So, I don't know if she was just waiting on them to send the PR. But all she did was swatch them, so she didn't even do, like, an eye look with them. I'm hoping she does eye looks in the future, maybe, to help out some other people who aren't my skin tone as far as, like, eye looks go. But I'm like, you know. But as you can see, the brown is pretty nice. It's not super deep, but it's like deep enough to where, you know, like it passes my test. I don't know about you, but it passes my test. I'm like, it's deep enough. That's fine. You can see it. It's visible. Sorry, I'm trying to find a brush to put in my inner corner. I should have grabbed one sooner. There we go. There's my inner corner brush. Anyway, let's go into the turquoise shade now. And I just literally stamped it in my crease and just blended it out. I didn't feel like I had to put in a lot of work to get this color to work either, which I was happy about, but I'm like, it's Viseart, so I'm not surprised. Plus, since they're kind of high, I feel like they should, you know, be able to do stuff like that, because this little palette was like 30 bucks. I caught it on sale. That's why I ended up getting it. This was the one I was most excited about, though. Believe it or not, I wasn't as excited about the purple one. I guess it's because I already have the Violet palette and then the little Lavender palette that I showed you all. I think that's why I wasn't super excited to, like, get the purple one this go around. But you know, when it was on sale, I was like, we're gonna go ahead and grab both the new ones. Why not? They're both on sale. It's not hurting anyone. So go ahead and do it. I'm gonna go back in with the brown just a little bit. And dust it up a little bit here. Okay, now we're gonna take some glitter glue to cut the crease, and then we're gonna put the orange shade on the lid and the inner corner shades in. Then I'm gonna take some, look at me, sexy selfies for YouTube and Instagram to let y'all know what's coming up on the channel. And it has some content because I don't think I posted any since, I believe it was Friday. I think I posted one Thursday and I posted one Friday, but I haven't posted any since. But I got a link tree now, so that way you can find lots of stuff on me that you need, as opposed to, you know, we having to post the change the link in the video every time. I just posted my YouTube channel up there. I figured that'd be more helpful for me. Now let's go into this orange shade. I'm just taking a breath for number 3 and moving on with it. Look how stunning this eye look looks like. I feel like this just looks gorgeous. Carving on out there into the eye. And that's why I like to use glitter glue, because it's like, it'll stop it at whatever point it's at and make it just like perfect and flawless. Y'all, I have literally been filming like a good portion of the day, so I was like filming it, what do you call it, I think I started filming like 12 and I filmed till like almost 5 because I had a whole bunch of stuff I needed to do. And then I'm filming now, and I started again at like, I think 11, and it's like 12:30 now, so I've been filming for a good hour and a half now. So I'm like, I'm just the filming queen this weekend. But Adriangameover with his dad, so he always says I'm filming too much and he be tired of sitting here waiting on me. So I'm like, while he with his daddy, take full advantage of doing all the filming. So I was about him complaining something about, can we go now? Can we go now? It's like, you could always stay at home, dude, but you always gonna come and then y'all gonna complain. Is that what teenagers do? Just live to complain? Because I feel like my teacher lives to complain. And you just became a teenager, so it's like, how many more years of complaint do I have to hear from you? Good Lord. Taking the blue and just kind of detailing back. Well, I did the glitter glue just in case it got a little wet. So, I'm gonna dust here real quick and keep going. And I'm really liking the way this look looks, especially with the wing. I'm just like, yes, give it to me. Not that you can't fake the feeling of this look with another palette, because the palette I had on before when I started the video, I feel like it gives similar vibes. It doesn't give the exact vibe, but it gives similar vibes. Anyway, let's get this inner corner shade in our inner corner girl, and then the look will be complete. So, it's just like a brightish type champagne, satiny looking shade, if you will. We're just popping in the inner corner like so. I wish it wasn't satin, it was more like a sparkly shade, but you know, again, I gotta work with what they put in here, girl, that's it. So this is the finished eye look. It actually turned out better than I thought it was with the satin in the inner corner. I'm feeling it. Okay. Okay. Okay, okay, okay. So, this is what we're working with, girl. I'm definitely here for it. This is like the best eye with, you know, the wing and all that. So, that's what we're looking like and that's what we're working with. But, I'm gonna go off camera, take the I Think I'm Sexy pictures. Then I will come back and we will combine the London and the Violetta palette together and see what I come up with. Then we'll talk about my thoughts on this palette. But I feel like you can tell that I'm feeling San Francisco. I'm liking it. She's cute. Okay, y'all. So here is the eye I came up with using both the palettes. So I took, of course y'all know I had to take this one. I took these two shades right here. And I took 1, 2, 3, 4 shades here to make the eye look that you see now. So let's get into it, girl. I was like 1:30 in the morning. My neighbor's dog and start barking. I'm like, look here. Get him to shut up. And then at first I was like, but what is he barking at is my question now. Because like, what is he barking at? Is he keeping someone away by making all the noise? Maybe I should leave him alone. Yeah, he might be being helpful and I just don't realize it. I don't know, but I just heard barking. I was like, look, Mr. Dog, you need to be quiet. So I combined this shade and then that darker red in the other palette. So that's what I'm gonna do now. So this one. Yeah, I was tired, but it's like when I had to come film and handle this, like, and then all of a sudden I like woke up naturally. I don't know. But like the other eye, I did the other shades first, but this time I was like, I just did this. Because I'm so used to like doing the transition shade afterwards. Because it usually doesn't match my skin tone. Y'all know lately I've been doing bright pastel-y type live Suede, so that's why. But I really like this color, and as you can see, they blend out nicely and easily and smoothly and creamily like the art shades tend to do. And y'all know I've been saying that these, to me, necessarily aren't always the same as the bigger ones, but with these, I've been feeling a little differently lately, so I'm like shocked about it, but you know. Y'all know I have no problem admitting, like, if I feel like it changed or if it's better, if it's worse or whatever, I'll be honest about it. So, me be honest about it. Now we're going to take the shade right here, and y'all know that we're going to put it all in the crease. So, dusting over here, goes up, and then on the crease here like so. So much stuff to film still, y'all. Like I got 3 more videos after this, so I got 4 eye looks to do tonight, and it's already like 1:20 in the morning. So I'm probably gonna be filming like 2 something. I'm trying to decide if I'm gonna drive back home to my house tonight or if I just want to wait till like 10 a.m. or something and just go home. I'm trying to debate. I don't know. So I'm like, we'll see. It depends on how I feel once I get done with the eye looks. I'm thinking I'll be fine. I don't know though, so I'm like, I don't want to jinx it. Let's go ahead and crap, I put the glitter glue on y'all before I had even put the purple in the crease. Good Lord. See, this is why when you do eye looks when you try it, this is why you shouldn't. No, but let me see how we can fix this, because I'm gonna have to try to put it over the glitter glue. And then it's not gonna be the perfect cut crease I want because the glitter glue is halfway in the crease. God. Yeah, there goes the dog yapping again. I'm like, look, be quiet. Anyway, like I said, bring this in. Hope for the best, y'all, because I definitely messed up this. I'm not putting the purple on first, but hopefully I can, you know, redeem it. It went on better on the other side, but in all fairness, I did it the right way on the other side. I didn't already have the glitter glue on my crease, so I'm going to adjust the purple because, you know, that was my goof. Let's start in the shimmer shade. So what I did was I took the darkest, like fuchsia-ish looking fuchsia-ish looking pink purple shade you see, and started rubbing it on the lid like so. Just kind of dragging it back a bit. So I did that like to probably about right here, and then I went in with the fun color. Try to use that, so I'm gonna leave about right there for it, as we can see. I'm gonna try to go back in with the purple a little bit now that I've covered up some of that, and see if I can blend out the purple a little bit better for picture's sake. Okay, it's looking a little bit better. Now I'm going to go in with the other shimmer shade in the front of the eye. Where did I put that brush? Don't tell me I'm sitting on it. Brushes always roll off and fall off while I'm like sitting down filming, so I wouldn't be surprised if it fell. Or if I'm sitting on up. Yep, of course I'm sitting on it. So now I'm going to go into this palette and take this shade, which is like the whole reason I bought this palette, by the way. Like, that's the shade that's calling to me. But I feel like, again, if you've been on this channel any amount of time, you know. Like, this was a shade that I was just like, yes, I'll pay $17 just for that. because I think this cost me like $17.50 or something to that effect. So you're just gonna drag it up and drag it over to the other side. Put on some more because I didn't put enough on the first application for it to get the opacity I was looking for. So we're gonna read up, girl. Read up. There we go. That's awesome for the extra sparkling dimension. On top of this more satiny shade. I like that because it gives an extra pop when you go to the inner corner. See how I turn my head and get that extra pop going? Yes, I like it. So I just took like the bronzy, like gold, the champagne type shade and put that in the inner corner. But let me throw some on the other here a little bit more just to give more dimension to that side. Just a tad bit. Okay, looking good now. Now we're gonna go to the bronze shade. Excuse me, the perfect. So I just took the gold shade I showed you next to this one and popped that in my inner corner. So that's what we got to do now. So this is the second finished eye look. I feel like it's even more vibe over here. It could just be because, you know, I what do you call it? I kind of want to build it up a little bit more. I don't know, I just feel like this one isn't giving as much vibe as the other side is giving. I swear this neighbor's dog will not shut up. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. I feel like there's a little more redness. And I need to drag the shimmer over just a tad bit more. I always feel like I do this. Whenever I have to do the eye on camera, I always feel like it doesn't look as good as the first eye. I don't know. If I keep doing the same eye off camera, the same eye on camera. I think it's just because I'm a creature of habit. But yes, this will be working with. Okay, we're good. We just get my cute little brush that we dust all over with. I was backing on up, talk about my thoughts on all three of these palettes. But now you're a little too close, girl. This is a real look. No, okay. So, I like all the palettes. I think all the quality of them was actually really nice. And y'all know normally I'd be like, no, I'm not feeling it, no. But I like all three of them. Now, the sequin shade, I'm not a fan of. So, I'm probably trying to switch that out with something else. Maybe like a more neutral color that I can blend in the crease that looks better with my skin tone. But overall, I'm impressed with all three of the little palettes. So I'm actually quite impressed. If you're interested in them, I definitely think you should check them out. And it's a good price point considering y'all know how much Viseart normally charges for their palettes. So these little petite palettes are giving us what we need at an affordable price, and I'm here for it. So those are my thoughts. I will be using them some more. I will be adding them in future videos and whatnot. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Remember, you all are diamonds, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Be blessed, girl. Bye.